Hi, everyone. Welcome to the webinar. Today, we're going to talk about introductions to Social Science 187. It is a professional internship course that here we're going to talk about. First, I'd like to introduce myself and my peer consultant. My name is Pingy. I work as a peer consultant for Social Science Academic Resource Center, and I'm a psychology major and economics major. I'm a fourth year, and this is Santiago.
Hi, I'm also a peer consultant at SARC, and I'm a political science major. I'm also a fourth year.
I don't know if any of you have heard about Social Science 187 or already got a job offer and trying to enroll in this. So we're going to talk more about what this is and the process of enrollment. So Social Science 187 can count for academic credits for internship, so that it satisfies elective credits requirement by enrolling in this class. We offer, here at the SARC, we offer this class, which is online, pass and no pass class that provides students with academic elective credits, maximum for 8 for the internship experience, and it's restricted to social science majors only. This online class is going to guide you through internship scenarios, update your resume or cover letters, and allow you to discuss internship experience with your fellow students. By participating in this class is going to allow you to apply knowledge acquired in the class during your 5 to 10 hours internship experience. To receive credits, you must enroll in Social Science 197 the same time that your internship is in progress. I do have to note one thing is that during the COVID-19, all the internship for this course credit in the School of Social Science will be required to be remote to be abided by government orders to practice social distancing, so that the School of Social Sciences will not be able to approve any in-person internship at this time. We apologize for this inconvenience. So this is just like an overview about this class. So this class, it varies from 2 to 4 units. It depends on the hours of your internship, and it depends on if it's paid or not paid. So if this class is, if the internship that you have is less than 10 hours a week, then it will be approved as a 2-unit class. And then if it's paid internship, it would also be 2 units, and it varies from the time. If you have more than 10 hours a week, then it's going to be a 4-unit pass and no pass session. And just some assignments overview. So the assignments are due on a bi-weekly basis during the academic year and on a weekly basis during the summer. There are no midterms or finals or exams associated with this class. And that this simply consists of assignments like journals and updates of professional documents and reflections. Can I still apply in the quarter? To answer your question, so to apply for this, you have to, so we have a time deadline, and you wanted to enroll. We no longer take the classes after week 2, and we're going to talk about the enrollment process. That is starting for the beginning of all quarters. So if you wanted to enroll, we're starting to enroll soon for winter quarter.
So someone asked how to enroll. These are the steps you need to enroll. First, you need to have an internship. In order to receive credit for this class, for Social Sciences 197, you need to already have an internship. And we'll talk more in a little bit about ways you can get an internship through some of the different pathways, like the Division of Career Pathways, the SARC Internship Database, and other websites such as Indeed, Monster, or LinkedIn. So applying for authorization. Once you have an internship secured, what you do is you're gonna receive an offer letter that you're gonna turn in to SARC so we can review it and make sure that your internship fulfills the requirements. So like Pinyi brought up earlier, one of the requirements we have this year is that all internships must be remote because of COVID. So we're no longer allowing students to use in-person internships for the class. So once you receive your offer letter, you're gonna email it to someone at SARC and we'll review it to make sure that you're eligible. So we'll look at the hours you'll work, your responsibilities, your supervisor, and using all that, we'll see whether you're eligible to take the class, and if so, how many units you can take. And you mentioned this earlier, but the units allowed for the class correspond to the amount of hours for the internship. For example, if you have a 50-hour internship, that comes down to about 5 hours per week, which means that you'll be eligible for 2 units for the quarter. But if your internship is 100 hours or more, that means that you'll be eligible for 4 units. And here's some other things you need in consideration when applying for Social Sciences 197. So it is one way to receive elective credit. So, instead of taking an elective, you can just use your internship as a chance to build credit or units. And another thing to take into consideration is for international studies majors. So for international studies major, there's actually a requirement where you need for an international experience requirement. Usually that means study abroad or an internship like that. But due to COVID, I'm sure that it's much more convenient for students who are international study majors to get an internship and just do it through SARC than, through study abroad or something like that. Pinyi, do you want to talk more about the CPT authorization?
So if you're international students, you're required to do a little bit more steps in order to enroll. So you have to get the CPT authorization through the International Student Center. So we also can send you the links for the page of more information more about CPT. So it stands for Curricular Practical Training, and it's basically required for student, if you're an international student and you wanted to enroll in this class, you have to have the CPT certified. I can also send the link if you have if you're a valid F1 visa student and that you have a job offer related to your major, and that you have to provide a proof of enrollment that you plan to participate in the CPT. So you have to obtain a CPT authorization before the beginning of your employment, and that you can also contact International Center for more information. And I'll send you a link to the page about the details, like the timelines, and then the package, what to apply, what to prepare for the applications. And just wanted to put at the side notes is that in order to get the CPT application, you have to provide a proof of enrollment for Social Science 197, just to keep that in mind. It shouldn't be too much of a process, and if there's more details, you can also discuss with the advisor and International Center. And I also wanted just to add a bit more information to this. So for the enrollment process, so again, we're offered like every quarter, including summer session 1 and 2, and enrollment is first come, first served. So and then you must have your internship site approved prior for enrollments. And then if you're trying to enroll, you should already have all the details listed, obtained, like the name, location, website of the internship site, name, email, and phone number of supervisor, start and end date, indication if it's paid, the type of internship, description of the learning objective, and the job description that outlines about what it is, and the signatures. Thank you.
I'm not sure if this was mentioned, but I think for international students, if your internship is on campus, you don't need a CPT authorization, only if it's off campus. So if you're an international student and you have an internship on campus on some sort of, organization here, you don't need this. This is only for off-campus internships. And just real quick, we're gonna show you guys how it looks to apply. Okay, so here's the SARC website. Here under internships, you can just go to Internship Database, and here it'll show you a bunch of opportunities that you could use for Social Sciences 197. So just as an example, we'll click one randomly. And as you,
sorry, Santiago, doesn't look like it's showing.
Sorry.
And then also, as we kind of wait for the website, just wanted to kind of point out for international studies majors. So as you probably know, as part of your degree requirements, you do have to fulfill an experiential component for your degree. And Social Science 197 could be the opportunity to be able to do that with through an internship. So I just wanted to share that. Thanks, Santiago.
Yeah, is it Sharon? Okay, yeah, sorry for that. So here's the SARC website, and you see right here under internships, just click Internship Database, and it'll show you all the internships we have listed. So essentially, if you're looking for something, you can just click straight on a link, and it'll have all the info you need, the qualifications and requirements, the duties and responsibilities, the time commitment, and how to apply. So that's one great resource where you guys can look for internships for Social Sciences 197. Another great resource is just emailing companies. I'm not sure if anyone here has been to our other webinars, but we also have taught that it's important to just cold email people sometimes. So for an example, I have a page open up here where you can just literally look up a company and college internships, and usually they'll have something like that. You know, just here randomly. This is just another way to, you know, apply for internships. You don't have to, you know, it's not hard to look for internships if you apply yourself. And where you can learn more about the Social Sciences 197 is here under Internships for Students. It will give you all the info you need to apply to the course, where you can find an internship opportunity, interviewing, the enrollment process. So here's some of the things we mentioned earlier, you know, the location, the commitment, pay you get, your supervisor, you know, a clear list of your description of your jobs. And here's more info for international studies majors as well. So as you can see, international study majors need to satisfy an international experience requirement with an internship. And Social Sciences 197 is just one other way that they can do this. There's also more info for international students here, along with links to the International Center, where you can consult if you do need to receive a CPT for your off-campus internship.
I also wanted to add, I'm just going to add a quick comment. So if you need help with the finding internships and the interview process or resume building, cover letter writing and stuff, here at SARC, we can always provide you services like that. You can book an appointment with one of our peer consultants, and we can help you to find an internship and to secure the job.
Yeah, so that was all we had prepared. So we'll be taking questions from the audience now. If you have any questions on anything we said, we highly to leave questions below on the Q&A or the chat. I have one question that was pre-arranged here. Someone asking about some general tips for how to be the best candidate for each job. And so this is such a broad question, but one of the best things you could do is each time you apply for a job is tailor your resume, your cover letter, everything for that specific job. So, you know, if you're applying for an accounting job, it's always great to play up any experience you have in accounting. It's just general little rules like that. Always tailor your resume for the job you're applying to. If you guys have any more questions, just feel free to put them in the chat.
have another question. A lot of jobs ask if you already have the class for internship. What if you get the internship but don't get the spot for the course? Um, Again, I think it's important to enroll in the course as soon as possible, as soon as you can once you get the job offer letter, because it is first come, first served, and then we wouldn't be allowing late ads. So our deadline is no later than Wednesday, week 2. So I would say the best is to tell them honestly, like that you're planning to enroll in the class, and then once you have the job offers, then you will be able to enroll in the class, and then just to make sure that you can submit the request form that I linked below, just for the details and about the job, and then that should be approved pretty quickly. Do you want to add anything to that, Carissa?
Yeah, I know for a lot of jobs, they often say, you can't have the job unless you get academic credit. Like that is kind of essentially how you're getting paid, is you're getting academic credits. And so if you need proof that or at least a letter from us saying that you're intending to enroll, that's something that we can certainly provide. But ultimately, after you submit the enrollment, it should take anywhere from 1 to 2 business days, if approved, if the actual internship is approved, to get your enrollment code. So again, like Pini said, it doesn't take too much time, but it is important to get that form right after you get your offer letter in place.
I'd also like to add that although you probably wouldn't get units if you didn't sign up on time, that Social Sciences 187 is supposed to be a supplemental course. So really what you should, so essentially you should get the most from your internship, not the class, because the class doesn't really have any assignments or midterms or quizzes. It's just assignments that help you reflect on your time at the internship and the experiences you have there. Because at the internship is where you should be doing most of your learning for becoming more of a professional, as well as networking at your internship. So even though you don't get a spot in the course, I still think it's a good idea to have an internship or some sort of experience. And if anyone else has any more questions, just go ahead and put them in the chat. So we have a question here. I'm a transfer student and have already completed my electives, I think. Would you still recommend enrolling? I still think so. It's still a way for you to get credit for an internship. So, you don't have to take as many classes, you can get credits for your internship. So that's always a plus. Plus, with the course, it'll help you reflect more on your internship so you can get the most out of it. So yes, I would still recommend enrolling if you have an internship that's eligible for Social Sciences 187.
So I just sent a link for our internship database and from SARC, and I just wanted to note that this website is still somewhat under construction. We're trying to approve internships that's providing only remote like internships, so that it's still like under construction. But you can look at it for reference, or you can send the employers for emails to check that if they're taking anyone, just to make note of that.
Yeah, just to add to that, I don't know if we have any specific anthropology internships, but all of the internships on the website, as you can see, are split into different groups. So I'm sure you can find something, more specific for your interests if you look.
Yeah, let's actually take a look at one for an example. So one called Hunter Gatherer. I think that's under marketing and public relations. Let's scroll down to marketing and public relations. And then Hunter Gatherer. We'll take a look at that one as an example. So although it's not necessarily like a section for anthropology, think about other transferable skills that you might be interested in using. So for example, this particular position, this internship, is kind of at a global boutique. So very much they're interested in someone who has like a love for cultural anthropology. And so sometimes you might see that in the qualifications or requirements. But being able to utilize transferable skills. So for example, this one, they're interested in more of a marketing intern, but it's for an employer that kind of values that anthropology background. So that's just a simple example of really trying to provide more of a broader perspective on, what you really think anthropology internships might look like. But yeah, just wanted to point that out. It looks like we have another question about international studies. I'll go ahead and take this one, Santiago and Penny. So your question is, can I get an internship? Do I have to take the course as a international studies major? The answer is yes. This is the course that you would take in order to complete the experiential requirement. And we work very closely with Kurt Hessinger, your academic advisor in social sciences, in trying to get you enrolled in this course. So hopefully that answers your question.
Thank you everyone for your interest. And if you have any more questions, you can feel free to leave them now and then we can answer them.
We're also approaching the end of this soon. So if we don't get any more questions coming in, I just want to quickly recommend anyone who's looking for an internship to really utilize all the resources we have at SARC. We have, resume workshops, as well as, we help with cover letters and stuff like that. So if you ever feel like your resume isn't as strong as it could be, just go ahead and schedule an appointment with us. And, we'll make sure to help you with everything that you need. We also help for applying to grad school if that's something you're interested too. So if you have anything that you need in that area, just don't hesitate to make an appointment with us.
I just wanted to provide some links for the on and off campus internship opportunities. Here, I will send them below the chat.
We want to thank everyone for coming today to the Social Sciences 197 information session. If you have any questions or more concerns, always feel free to make an appointment with SARC. And if that's all, we're going to end the session. Have a wonderful day, everyone.